As of April 2025, The Sims 4 have released over 30 different kits, and in today's video I wanted to try and see how many of these kits we can use to renovate an apartment in San Myshuno. So the apartment I've chosen is 131021 Chic Street in San Myshuno, and like I said at the beginning, we can only use kits to place any items down in this apartment. That includes windows, doors, floors, tiles, like anything item related has to come from a kit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go here and I'm going to go select all. Now when I did this earlier, I noticed that it left two of the kits out for some reason, but it looks like this time around it's actually applied them all, which is great. So usually the windows that I would go for would be these ones here from the Greenhouse Haven kit, but I think I might change it up a little bit and I might use these ones from the Courtyard Oasis. Is it Courtyard Oasis? I don't even know which kit these are from, but I haven't used them in the longest time, so I am going to use them here. Now, this is the kitchen living area, this is the bathroom, and then we do have 2 bedrooms in this apartment, but I might turn one into an office space. I haven't decided yet, but I'm now panicking, thinking, am I going to be able to fit a double bed in here? And I can. Okay, so that's good. So I might turn one of these bedrooms into an office. We're going to have to see how we get along with that, but I've placed our windows down. Now, I do think we're going to need a window just over here and then maybe here as well. We'll see how that works out in terms of where we put the bed, etc. So let's go to doors. Now, we're going to be doing this a fair few times during this video because it does tend to knock off the filter. So now you can see in terms of doors, we're pretty restricted, but I have remembered that we have this. So what I might do here is I might build a wall and then go back here and then place this. This is really nice. I haven't used this in the longest time. I think it's a nice separation from the entryway to the kitchen living room. And I'm also thinking here as well, I might shimmy them over like that just so that they've got a little bit more space between them. So yeah, for the doors we're very restricted. Now I think the best ones to use are going to be these ones from the Greenhouse Haven kit, which look, they're definitely far from ideal because look, you'll be able to just see right into the bathroom and into the bedrooms as well, so that's really fun. But look, we're working with what we have here, okay? So now we do need to see what we're doing. So let's see what lights we have from the kits. Now, we do have quite a good selection of lights, to be fair. I think for the entrance, I might use this one here, but size it down. I think then for the bedrooms, I might use this for both of them and just see how we feel when we decide which one's going to be what. For the kitchen space, I'm tempted to use this one here because this is really pretty. And then maybe for the living room space, we can just use another one of these, but size it down is what my thoughts are. Now, what's really scaring me here is the choice of floorings, because as you can see, like, these are all the floors that we have with all of the kits that we currently have at our disposal. So it's not great, I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to as well change all of the lights to like more of a neutral white, because when it's too warm it's just like it's too much. So oh no, we need a light for the bathroom. Light for the bathroom, I'm thinking maybe this one. We've been using them in the bedrooms, but that's okay. And then we're just gonna do that neutral white again. It's fine. It's not a problem. Back to the flooring. Now, I think this is going to be fine for the bathrooms and such, so I'm just going to quickly place these down. I haven't yet decided on a colour scheme, but what I'm thinking is we can maybe use the same tile in the kitchen as well. Now, for the living room, I would usually go wooden floors, but we do not have that luxury, unfortunately, with this build. So we do have tile, but I feel like that's going to look really like cold. So we do have these carpets, but they scare me a little bit. I tend to avoid these. So, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think we've got any other option really. We've got these ones, but like they're just a little bit, I don't know, they scare me. I don't know, they just scare me. Maybe we could use carpets in the bedroom and the study, and then use these in the living space. space. Maybe. We'll see how we go. Now, again, same thing with wall patterns, but at least I think we have, yeah, we do. We have a matching wallpaper for the bathrooms and the kitchen. So we're just going to place them down like this. Again, I haven't decided on the color scheme. I'm just putting these down as more placeholder items, I think, at this point. And then we've got these nice wooden panels, but I don't know how these are going to fit in with the flooring. This is going to look, I don't know. I normally like a lot more colour, but that's okay. Now, we need to decide on the vibe that we're wanting to go with here. I feel like we're missing a sofa though. Has it knocked off some of the kits? Yeah, it keeps knocking off some of the kits. So we need to be careful with that. Now, I haven't had an opportunity to use this sofa yet, so this might be a really good opportunity to use this sofa. Ooh, the green. Is it just a bit much? I was thinking of going more like that peachy colour. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, maybe we do that. We definitely need a rug because it's looking really cold, and I think it's because of the flooring. I honestly wished we had like a wooden flooring that came with one of the kits. Unfortunately, at the time of me recording this, we do not have that, which is a bit of a shame. We've got this rug from the Cozy, is it Cozy Gamer or Comfy Gamer? I always get them mixed up. We've got this. We've also got this one. Now, I do like this one. Maybe not in this swatch though. I think we've got more of like a, oh, we've got this. Okay, I'm just feeling things out here. I'm just feeling things out. I do like these dreamy curtains. These are really pretty, but I'm tempted to change the colour. We do have them in a green, but I'm tempted to go with the pink, in all honesty. I think that's nice. And then I'm rethinking the sofa now. Oh no, I'm rethinking the sofa, like the colour of the sofa at the very least. I might shimmy this over here as well, just so we've got a bit more room here, you know? Oh, I feel like this wallpaper's not appropriate for this, for what we've chosen so far. We could go orange. Oh no, why am I like this? Like the orange is nice. And then we could make this apartment like really quirky. It maybe is the word that I would use, which means we could maybe use the carpet. And then we'll have to change the walls. Like the walls are not it anymore. But that's fine. That's the whole point of this challenge, is to just kind of see where everything takes us. Now that is what I'm talking about. That is much better already. So yes, it's knocked off the filter yet again. So let's go and put this back on. And it's forgotten about two of them again. That's really annoying. Anyway, it kind of looks like we're going for more of a modern vibe with this apartment. So I'm tempted to use this glass table here. Not one that I've ever really used. It does have the orange feet. Not a huge fan of it, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm thinking that this one would be a little bit better. It's a little bit more understated. And then we could try and marry up the wood to like the wood in here as well. That might be kind of nice. We need a little table to go at the side of our sofa here. So let's see what we've got. We've got this for a TV unit. Oh no. She says, I mean, we could definitely put it there. It probably looks a little bit silly because it's blocking this big, beautiful open archway. That doesn't work, does it? Like that definitely doesn't work. Oh, that's so annoying that door has to be there. Unless we knock that through and just make one big bedroom. That's also an option. Let's just have a look. I mean, it does kind of give the vibe of like a single sim would live here, you know, like quite a high-end, high-achieving sim. But then would you want that there like that? Yeah, maybe you would. Maybe you would. And then I'm definitely going to change the light because I'm going to be tempted to go for something more like this. Ooh, this is modern. Very modern. Or would we have the TV unit here? Wait a minute, hold on. They're all wall mountable, aren't they, apart from this one, and that is not going to fit with the vibe. I don't think this sim's going to be able to have a TV. I can't do it anymore. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, I like the blue. Oh, this is very sad. Oh no. What am I going to do? In all seriousness, what am I going to do? Okay, I'm gonna put a little plant over here, I think. Just like that. Do we have any lamps that we can use? Ooh, I am partial to this lamp. I must say. That's really nice. It fits with the vibe as well. Ooh! Okay, I'm not minding this. It's just I'm upset about the TV situation. I am really upset about the TV situation, I'm not even gonna lie. We could definitely use this little chair. I do like this. This is nice. And I never get to use it, but I wouldn't mind it in the cream colour. But do we have it in like a deep blue to try and tie that in a little bit? Because I do quite like burnt orange and blue. I really do. And this is not how I thought this apartment was going to turn out at all. It's definitely not something that I would usually create, but that's not a bad thing in the slightest. It's really not. We need some candles for sure. I know we've got plenty of candles. We've got this little lamp as well, which I never use, but I really like it. Oh, that little salt lamp is just next level. I love it so much. We could have this little candle here as well to match the sofa. And then we need some clutter, I think, just a little bit on the table. Now, we have clutter in abundance with a lot of these kits, so I think a lot of these are going to come in really, really handy. So let's see what we've got. I mean, we've got these cushions as well. I think these might work well. Ooh, very pretty cushions. I was so thankful when they added these to the game, honestly, because I do use them quite a bit. Does anyone else use these quite a bit? Maybe not in that swatch. I'm tempted to go for these ones just to try and brighten it up just a little bit. Yeah, that works, right? Got like these little glasses here that I love using. They're really nice. Might just put it in the plain white swatch though. Oh, this looks really good. Very, very chic. Ooh, look, we can put these here as like a little separation from the kitchen. Oh my goodness. And then it like helps separate the space a little bit. Or would we keep them like that? I do quite like that swatch. Ooh, maybe we do that. And then we could put these little giraffes over here. That really fits with the vibe. I think the chair works better over here, but that does mean that I'm tempted to put a plant behind the chair. So I'd oh, maybe this hanging one from the blooming rooms could be nice. Ooh, yeah, that is nice. Okay, perfect. I feel like we need something else on the walls, but there is a small part of me that thinks maybe just don't put anything there because it's more of like a minimalist sort of style apartment, but there's just something that tells me that like maybe that just needs to go there, and I do really like that. So is that our living room done? Living room without a TV. What was I thinking? This is where things are going to get interesting because we've gone for this vibe in the living room, and the only kitchen counters we have are the ones from the country kitchen kit. These are the only ones we've got. Unfortunately, I don't make the well, I wish I made the rules because I would be saying right now, like, stop. Just stop. The same with the, I mean, we've got this little fridge, but I want to use a bigger one, so I am going to use this one here. So I'm just going to put that there. Probably in the white swatch, although dark green. Yeah, I think we should just go white, and then the same with the cooker, I think. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's going to have to be white. We might just be able to get away with this, but I think I'm going to have to change the colour of the tiles here to try and match the living room a little bit better. Like maybe there's a dark blue to try and tie in the chair, but it might be just a little bit much. Or we might just have to go like the default cream swatch. Yeah, that's unoffensive. It's absolutely fine. Now, I know we've got this little rug from one of the latest kits, and it's nice because it comes in this really nice sort of like mid-orangey, burnt orangey colour. But then I'm going to size it up with the tool mod. Maybe again 1.4. Yeah, that's sort of perfect, right? And then I was thinking of putting like a little dining table just over here. Oh, thank goodness. I was just about to say, please tell me we got dining tables. I mean, we've got this one, but I think it's going to be a little bit big for the space unless we put it up against there like that and then put some chairs on either side. Although I think bar stools are the only ones that are going to work with this. So we could do that, and I'll have to play test this, of course. But I think that's actually a really nice use of the space, especially if that is fully functional. I think that could work quite nicely. I want a plant for the table, so I might put it over here though, just to offset everything, and then change the swatch because that one's just not, yeah, that's a bit nicer. We do have this one kitchen appliance, which is this little coffee machine here. So I am going to place this down, maybe in this blue swatch. That could be nice. The only bin we have is this little one here. So we need to have a look and see which is the least offensive. I mean, it may well have to be this one, okay? And then I was going to try and hide it somewhere, but unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, so I might just plonk it there so that you can't really see it. I think that's quite clever actually. So that might have to be it for the kitchen space, just because we don't have an awful lot of room in there, which is fine. So now we might need to move on to the bathroom here, but that's really good because we've just received a new bathroom kit, so I'm going to be using pretty much all of the items from this kit to renovate this bathroom, because I haven't actually used this kit yet. So this is going to be quite exciting for me. I am going to have to, I think, shimmy this over though to be able to fit everything in, unfortunately, but I know we got a new sink with it as well. I mean, look at this. This is very fancy, and we've got a new mirror and everything. Like, oh, it's just so nice. I might even filter by just the sleek bathroom because I haven't really had chance to play around with it at all. So I'm just going to see show all and then see what we've got. We do have a shower, but I think I might just, should we add a shower or a bath? Actually, the shower might make more sense. We've got these 4 walls as well, which is kind of cool. So that means, could we maybe, can we put that there? Oh, okay, that is cool. Look, and we could put these here. There's snappable points on this. Oh, come on now. Let's put our little rug down because I think that'll be nice to have here. Ooh, we could add like the little plant here, look. So it's like dangling off. And then over here, what would we put over here? Oh, we've got a little toilet roll holder as well. Could definitely put that in here. I'm tempted to keep the bathroom green. I really am. I was going to change it, and then now I'm thinking, no, just keep everything as it is. Oh, look, we've got these as well. Oh, so nice. So now we're going to move on to the entryway here. In terms of a rug, I'm thinking of just going something super simple like this, but size it down. I have already provisionally placed this little record player. I think I might keep this because I just think it fits with the vibe really quite well. It's quite dark in here. I don't really understand why, but like that mirror could be kind of fun as well. I mean, there's only so much that we can actually do with this space, to be completely honest, because it's so small, but I wanted to try and utilize as much of it as we can. So like this little, I was gonna say tree, I meant plant, okay? In fact, I think I might place it next to this. Maybe not in that swatch though, it's not, yeah, like that's much nicer. And then I think I might change the light. Maybe these sized down. Ooh, yes, I like that. And then I already know there's something that I want to put on the wall, and if anyone can guess before I do it, you get extra points. It's this little wall hanging here. I'm hoping you Sims can get past this okay. I suppose we'll soon find out, won't we? And then, like, to be honest, because it's such a small space, I don't really want to do anything else with that, which means we can now move on to this ginormous bedroom. Now, I've been sat here kicking myself, to be completely honest, because I was sat here thinking, why on earth would the bedroom for this apartment be so big, right? And I do have a point. However, I think I've seen apartments like this before where it's just been like this huge bedroom, because this could be the selling point for the apartment. This could absolutely be the selling point, you know? And I'm just thinking we've got a lot of like earthy vibes going on in here. So this bed could be an option, although we do have this 4-poster one as well, which I haven't used in the longest time. And if we can pick the right swatch, this could definitely be a contender. Oh, look at that. And the light streaming through. Are you joking? This looks really good. I really like this. We've got these bedside tables that could fit kind of perfectly. I think that brown matches. Oh, it's going to probably be more like that, right? So I think I might size this plant up though, because the room is so big. So 1.2 should do it. That's sort of perfect. I still think we need a rug underneath here. And look, you can judge me all you want, because I know it's going to be a rug on a carpet, but I think that actually works. Not in that swatch. Ooh, I haven't used these swatches in so long. I remember when this kit first came out and I was obsessed. I was obsessed with this rug, and I don't know whether to put it down just as like a little bit of something unusual, because I think this Sim's they're quite stylish, they're quite bold. I think that's quite evident in a lot of the items that we've chosen here. Oh, I don't know whether I'm a bit scared to use that, or should we just go for like a more plain swatch or not go with that rug at all? Obviously that's an option too. We could use this rug again, which is the rug that we've used in the living room, but we could size it up. So 1.2 again, that seems to be the sweet spot for a lot of things, to be honest. But I'm thinking of going more of like something more like that I think is more appropriate. Bedside lamps, I am partial to these every now and again, so I think they're really nice. I was about to select these curtains again, but I might use these, to be honest. I'm going to use these. It feels like I haven't used these for quite some time. I probably have, but they're so nice. They're so dreamy, honestly. They are the dreamiest curtains. Ooh, this could be nice. Look, you can just sit and enjoy the view here. Ooh, pretty. Okay, I feel like we've got place for a bookshelf in here for sure. But should we put that maybe in front of the window like that? Because maybe I was gonna say maybe we could put a TV in here, but they're all wall mounted. So I don't think that's going to work very well, but we could put that in here. That's nice, but we do also need a wardrobe. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? There's not much choice. Is that okay, or is that weird? I love the way that looks, but I know that these don't function unless we do this. We could put that there and then shimmy that like that. Does that look weird? I feel like it looks weird, and I'm so upset because I really like the way this looks just shimmied in there. Like, that looks so good. Oh, hold on. We could maybe put this here. That'll do for me. Okay, we need some artwork above here for sure. This room is also very, very dark. I'm going to realize this room is extremely dark, so we might need some more lights in here. We need some plants. We need some more plants in here. I mean, that's a solid option. I'm not a fan of any of those swatches though on there. So maybe we do this. I want to try and keep it relatively simple. Oh, I don't think I like that in front of there. Would we not do this instead? And then change the swatch of this, because this is not doing anything for me at all. I feel like the chair would maybe go here instead. Artwork here, or at least something here. I'm not entirely sure what as of yet. Maybe this sized down could be nice. It's kind of like what we've got in the living room, but I won't choose the same swatch. Thinking more like that. So I think we finished our all kit apartment, and honestly I really like the vibes. It's giving like high-end CC vibes to me, just because I don't play with CC, or I don't tend to play with CC, particularly when I'm building or decorating or whatever. So it was really nice for me to like use all these kits, because I wouldn't ever necessarily think, oh, I'll just use kits in a build. So it was nice to see how they all integrate themselves with one another. But the entryway, we kept it quite plain and simple. I opted for the tile on the floor because for me that makes more sense, especially if you're coming in with your shoes, you take your shoes off, that just makes sense. The bathroom, I loved using the new sleek bathroom kit for this room. I think it looks absolutely wonderful, fantastic. I'm going to play test this before I put it up on the gallery, because I want to make sure that shower is fully functional. I've got a horrible feeling it's not, but I really like how it all looks, like with the screen and like this little bit here. That was all completely makeshift as well, so it was just nice to again see how all the items worked with one another. The kitchen area, I'm going to be honest, I was a little bit nervous because we only have one set of kitchen counters, and they were from the Country Kitchen kit, which I think was one of the first kits we ever received. But I think honestly it works quite well with the space. I think, look, is it perfect? No. Would I have chosen different kitchen units if I was doing like a regular build? Absolutely, especially if I'm going with this particular like modern-esque vibe. But look, we were working with what we had. The living area is by far my favorite room and area of this entire apartment. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Again, playing around with stuff that I wouldn't usually play around with. Love how that looks. And then the big bedroom, honestly, I was a little bit scared going into this, but it just meant that we were able to fit everything that we wanted to with this room, and I think that would in real life be the selling point for this apartment unit. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please drop me any comments down below. Are there any other build challenges you'd like me to try out on the channel, or what would you like to see next? Really hope you enjoyed this. You all take care, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye.